The desert, often perceived as an austere and ruthless landscape, actually contains treasures of mysteries and strangeness that awakens curiosity. Imagine being able to explore these fascinating secrets without leaving the comfort of your home. From forgotten ghost cities to enigmatic sculptures, the desert is full of unsuspected stories and amazing phenomena. Ready to dive into this surprising universe? Here is for you. Let's go! Film City in Qatar. What makes Film City in Qatar so captivating? Located in the desert canyon of the Zikrit Peninsula, this modern ghost town evokes the atmosphere of an ancient Arab village. While displaying an aesthetic inspired by the Wild West, this destination has become a real treasure for Instagram lovers, offering surreal landscapes with its abandoned houses, its terraces, and its balconies. By exploring this cinematic oasis, visitors are struck by the impression of discovering a frozen place in time, surrounded by palm trees and deserted alleys. Film City is not just a simple decor, it has served as a backdrop for many productions, including local Arab films and even a promotional video for the Qatar World Cup in 2022. This place, with its rich cinematographic past, attracts the curious in search of adventure. With its spectacular views and its bewitching atmosphere, Film City is a perfect example of how art and the desert can go to create a unique experience, inviting everyone to explore their hidden mysteries. The Cemetery of Abandoned Ships. At the heart of the Uzbek desert is a cemetery of ships that intrigues and fascinates. This place, formerly a flourishing Soviet fishing port, now houses boats of boats gnawed by time. It is difficult to imagine that these disintegrated shells once sailed on the waters of a lake which has now disappeared. Indeed, Lake Aral, one of the largest lakes in the world, was dried up by irrigation projects that have diverted its tributaries. The remains of the fishing industry are now in a desert landscape where silence reigns. These ships, witnesses of a bygone era, are completely real, defying the expectations of travelers. Their presence, both tragic and poetic, evokes a past where life abounded around water. This cemetery recalls the consequences of human actions on the environment, marking a turning point in the history of this region. By exploring these wrecks, we discover a story of despair and resilience, a reflection of the struggles of humanity in the face of the whims of nature. Monument of the Traveler. The Traveler's Monument, located along the Old Mojave Road, is much more than a simple landmark. This impressive battery of rocks, adorned with the California flag, has a story that dates back decades. Travelers are invited to participate in a unique tradition. Choose the biggest rock they can wear and add it to this accumulation. This symbolic gesture is supposed to bring luck and good fortune. Each stone, whether painted or decorated with messages, tells a story, creating an improvised art gallery in the middle of the desert. Close to mile 100, this monument attracts adventure lovers and curious people. In addition to the rocks, those who stop there can discover a mysterious plaque whose content encourages exploration. This place is a living testimony of human interactions with the desert landscape, a meeting point between passers-by and a celebration of the spirit of adventure. Thus, the Monument of the Traveler has become an integral part of the cultural heritage of the region, a symbol of hope and camaraderie at the heart of the immensity of the Mojave. The mystery of the mummified skeleton. Let us dive into the intrigue of the mummified skeleton of Atacama, discovered in the disused mining city of Noraya in Chile. Damo in 2003, this small skeleton aroused many speculations, some even going so far as to consider it as an extraterrestrial. Measuring barely 6 inches, he captivated the imagination of the public. However, scientists quickly elucidated this mystery, revealing that it was not a being of another planet, but a human. In-depth analyses have shown that this skeleton belonged to a child from 6 to 8 years old, having lived around 40 years ago. What is fascinating is that genetic mutations have been detected, causing anomalies such as a distorted skull and a reduced number of ribs. These changes may result from prenatal exposure to nitrates in the region. Thus, the mummified skeleton of Atacama, far from being a simple mysterious phenomenon, tells the story of an only child, offering an overview of the biological challenges with which he was confronted. This case recalls how science can transform legends into historical truths. Ghost Town. The ghost town of Kolmanskop in Namibia is a fascinating time capsule. Formerly a site prosperous during the rush towards the diamond at the beginning of the 20th century, it is today engulfed by the sand, testifying to a bygone era. Founded in 1908, Kolmanskop quickly attracted thousands of researchers of wealth, transforming the small community into a flourishing center. However, the exhaustion of resources and the discovery of new deposits led to its decline in the 1930s, letting its abandoned buildings deteriorate slowly. quickly. Today, visitors can explore this ghost city where the desert sands have invaded houses, schools, and even the hospital, creating a surreal landscape. The walls decorated with pastel colors and the furniture left on site add to the nostalgic atmosphere of Kolmanskop. By walking in these ruins, we feel a mixture of beauty and melancholy, a reflection on the ephemeral nature of prosperity. Kolmanskop has thus become a popular destination for photographers and curious people, attracted by the history and magic of this unique place, frozen in time. Meteor shower meteorite rains, a fascinating phenomenon, captivate the imagination of astronomers and astronomy enthusiasts. These events occur when debris from comets or asteroids penetrate into the Earth's atmosphere, creating a luminous spectacle in the sky. Meteorites entering at high speed consume and shine, forming shooting stars. Certain meteorite rains are predictable, such as the Perseids in August or the Leonids in November, attracting crowds of enthusiasts ready to observe this natural phenomenon. The ideal conditions for observing them include a clear sky and an absence of light pollution. These events offer a unique opportunity to think about us in the universe. Scientists study these rains to learn more about the composition of our solar system and the origins of life on Earth. In addition, meteorite rains are often an opportunity to create myths and legends around their appearance, adding a cultural dimension to this scientific phenomenon. Whether for wonder or research, meteorite rains continue to fascinate and inspire. Monoliths in the desert. In western Qatar, an impressive metal monolith emerges from the sand, seeming straight out of a science fiction film. This monumental sculpture, which seems to have been abandoned by another galaxy, is none other than a creation by American artist Richard Serra called East West West East. These steel giants have been present since 2014 and are distinguished by their rusty appearance and the graffiti that cover them. These works of contemporary art transform the desert landscape into an open-air gallery, attracting curious looks and arousing the imagination of visitors. The desert, often perceived as an inhospitable environment, becomes here the theater of a meeting between art and nature. The monoliths, rooted in the ground, symbolize a connection between humanity and the cosmos, while evoking reflections on the passage of time and permanence. Contemporary artists such as Serra exploit these desert spaces to express deep concepts, inviting spectators to rediscover the beauty of art in unexpected places. These sculptures are more than a simple installation. They are an invitation to contemplate, dream, and question our place in the universe. Liberty Park Sculpture. Nestled in the Mojave Desert, California, Liberty Sculpture Park is a fascinating destination that detonates by its strong message. This 36-acre park has monumental sculptures that celebrate the struggle for freedom and human rights. Inaugurated in 2017 by Chen Weiming, the initiative aims to attract artists from around the world, offering a platform to express ideas on freedom and contemporary challenges. The sculptures, often larger than life, tell poignant stories and invite reflection. This park is not content to be a simple exhibition space. He wants to be a living memorial, honoring those who fought for their rights in the face of oppression. Visitors can walk among these impressive works of art, each carrying a powerful and engaging message. The versatility of this place makes it a unique outdoor art gallery where human nature and creativity meet. Liberty Sculpture Park thus offers an enriching experience, mixing artistic contemplation and reflection on the struggles for freedom through time and space. A real tribute to the human mind anchored in the desert. The Old Plank Road. At the beginning of the 20th century, San Diego was connected by a wooden toll road known as Old Plank Road. This infrastructure, which extended over 5.5 miles, was designed to facilitate the passage between Yuma, Arizona, and San Diego, California. Imagined in 1915, it allowed the vehicles of the time to sail more easily through the sandy landscape of the region. However, this marvel of engineering was not intended to last. The natural elements, in particular moving sands and severe climatic conditions, quickly got the better of the road. In the 1920s, Old Plank Road was abandoned, leaving behind memories of an era when transportation crossed the desert through this bold route. Today, this historic route evokes a fascinating past, where each board tells a story of challenges and innovation. Although disappeared, the old road remains a symbol of human ingenuity in the face of the ruthless nature of the desert. A vestige from another time, she recalls the incessant quest for man to conquer the obstacles of her environment. The California Desert Telephone Booth. In the middle of the vast Californian desert, an intriguing telephone booth captured the attention of curious people around the world. Located between Baker and Las Vegas, this isolated cabin has become a real oasis of mystery. How did she land here, in this desert place? The answer dates back to a fortuitous discovery by a man named Daniels Without God, who, in 1997, shared his experience on the internet. Its history quickly went around the world, transforming the cabin into a true viral phenomenon. Visitors urged to call, and in these unexpected moments of connection, they exchanged stories with strangers sharing the same curiosity. However, in May 2000, the local authorities, overwhelmed by the constant influx of visitors, decided to remove the emblematic cabin. This place, which had created unexpected links between distant people, was replaced by a simple concrete block. Although the telephone booth is no longer there, its memory persists, leaving a lasting imprint in the hearts of those who have known this unique experience in the middle of the desert. Singing sand dunes. In the heart of Altan Amel National Park in Kazakhstan are sand dunes that emit melodious sounds. These natural formations, extending almost 3 kilometers long and reaching 150 meters high, create a fascinating landscape. What makes them unique is their ability to produce sounds similar to those of an organ when they are moved by the wind or by steps. This peculiarity has captured the imagination of residents and visitors, arousing legends on mystical minds and fantastic creatures. The singing dunes are not only an acoustic curiosity, they are also part of a broader geological phenomenon, with similar dunes present in other regions of the world. Visitors often come to feel this rare hearing experience, wondering how a simple grain of sand can produce such a symphony. This natural phenomenon recalls that the earth conceals unexpected wonders and that even desert landscapes can offer unique sensory shows. The singing dunes are a real Kazakhstan treasure, combining visual beauty and sound fascination. The guardian lions of Route 66. Prepare for an intriguing adventure along the famous Route 66, where a majestic pair of marble guardian lions stands just a few kilometers from an emblematic motels. These imposing statues, often called Gudogs in the West, watch over the Mojave Desert, but their origin remains a mystery. Strangely, these creatures appeared overnight in 2013, perched on bases of cement blocks, each weighing almost a ton. The way they were installed is a real headache for travelers and puzzles. In addition to their impressive stature, these lions have become legendary figures, attracting curious people who leave sincere offerings and messages at their feet, hoping to benefit from their protection and their good fortune. This phenomenon attracts not only history enthusiasts, but also those in search of mystery. The guards of Route 66 continue to arouse wonder and imagination, inviting everyone to explore the unknown. Who knows what these statues could reveal on their origin? In conclusion, the desert, often perceived as a hostile environment, is actually full of captivating mysteries and fascinating stories that encourage exploration and curiosity. From ghosts to outdoor sculptures, these discoveries bear witness to unexpected beauty and historical wealth. These desert wonders remind us that even in the most arid places, the strange and the wonderful can coexist. Let these adventures encourage us to seek the unexplored, because the desert, with its secrets, is waiting to be discovered.